So now the henchmen from earlier get to Alvida and they're still crapping their pants. So all they can get out is monster. And again, Alvida's insecurity started flaring up because she was like, huh? Who are you calling a monster? And throws her freaking club at them. And look how foul they are for this. They pulled their boy into her club and made him go flying. They were like, here, hold this. How you just gonna do your boy dirty like that? That's my question.
Hello, internet. How you feeling? How you living? You see this disclaimer right here? Yeah, I kind of need you to read that. Thank you.
Yo, this Luffy kid started his career off as an absolute menace. Yo, I just started watching One Piece and I can't express how absolutely ridiculous this show is. The shit you see in this show is just honestly gonna have your jaw hitting the floor while dying in laughter. I'm only the first few episodes in and this man Luffy has brought utter chaos everywhere he's been. You remember that song, I Came In Like a Wrecking Ball by that Miley Cyrus chick? Yeah, Luffy is that wrecking ball. This man will roast you, beat the brakes off you, then laugh straight in your face. Like, who is this man? Where did you come from? And what did I just get myself into? Look, let me take you through the experience I just went through. Just follow along with me, okay? So we start out on this cruise ship and everybody's dancing, having a good time. And then you look outside and you see this ginormous whirlpool that they just barely missed, okay? Look how small they are compared to it. And the crew is just out there admiring that whirlpool like it wouldn't have been a terrifying death for them. And then a random ass barrel hits the side of the ship. So they're like, oh, a barrel? Let's go fish for it. You some booty cheeks, booty cheeks. Come on, man. It's free booze, okay? Let it go. We getting it. And while they're fishing out this barrel, the next thing you see is the guy on the lookout's face full of fear. And guess what he sees? Yep, you guessed it. A mother freaking pirate ship. Bro, you had one job. Stand there and look out for dangers. You just barely escaped the whirlpool and now you miss a whole pirate ship? Bro, you're selling. Fumble in the bag and now your whole team has to pay. And those pirates didn't waste any time at all. They immediately started firing cannonballs at this innocent passenger ship. Had the boat rocking like a Leah. And everybody's in there panicking, trying to run for their lives. And I'm sitting back like, where are you going, huh? You're in the middle of the sea. What is running gonna do for you? And we get a look at the captain of the pirate ship, and it's a woman named Alvida. And you know she's got some deep-rooted insecurities because she slams her club down for added effect and says, Koby, who is the most beautiful woman on the sea? If I say anyone other than you, you're gonna kill me, aren't you? Yep, I'll flatten you like a pancake. Then it's you, of course, Alvida-sama. Good boy. Now, men, let's go blow their backs out.
What did he say?
And then they blew their freaking backs out. Meanwhile, this random ass barrel is rolling all over the place and ends up in some storage room. The pirates start boarding the ship and that Koby kid is shaking in his boots talking about, you're telling me I gotta take this rope, swing off this boat onto another boat, and if I miss, I fall into the ocean? That same ocean with that omega level whirlpool we just saw? Nope, can't do it. Impossible. And then Alvida looks at him and is like, all right then, and kicks him so hard he flies onto the other boat and face smacks the wall. Good God, that had to hurt. And she follows right behind him by straight up jumping from her boat onto the passenger boat. Yep, no wonder Koby is afraid. If someone of her undeniable beauty had hops like that, I wouldn't want to fight them either. So of course the pirates take over the ship and steal everything up there. And while they're doing that, Koby is downstairs looking for stuff to bring up. He comes across that same random ass wine barrel from the sea. He tries bringing it to Alvida, but some of the crew stops him and takes it from him because they want to drink it. Of course, they're pirates. But when they're about to smash it open, a whole Luffy bursts out, knocking the dude out, screaming, oh, that was a good nap, stretching and everything, bro. Hold up. There ain't no way this dude Luffy gets stuck in the whirlpool, so he decides to hop in a barrel and then fall asleep. Yeah, bro, there ain't no way. There ain't no way. So obviously they freak out because who sleeps in a wine barrel in the middle of the sea? And all Luffy does is just look down and says, hey, your boy shouldn't be sleeping there. He'll catch a cold. Bro, I lost it. There ain't no way this man just said that to them. And now they're pissed talking about, who do you think you are? Don't mess with us. We'll kill you. But he ignores them and then asks for some food. Somebody come get their child, please, because I think this one is broken. So of course they are just gonna take that disrespect lying down and attack Luffy. But Luffy breaks their swords and have them on the ground with the fear of God in their faces. He's a monster. No, I'm a Luffy. And now this dude Luffy immediately goes to look for food. He literally has no care in the world. I am learning this very quickly. So while Luffy's looking for food, we find out how this Koby kid got on Alvida's ship. This dumb mother... Okay, this kid wanted to go fishing, so he got on a random ass boat that was docked, and it turned out to be going to a pirate ship. Wait, can you rewind for a second and talk to me about your reasoning here? Why are you getting on random people's boats that you don't know? Like a random boat parked out on the shore and you just decided just to hop in it? You don't know whose it is? That's got to be in the how not to get kidnapped handbook somewhere, right? So now this kid has been serving Alvida for 2 years so she doesn't kill him. And let me put it into perspective for you. This woman kidnapped a 13-year-old kid and made him her literal slave. That's actually insane, okay? So now the henchmen from earlier get to Alvida and they're still crapping their pants. So all they can get out is monster. And again, Alvida's insecurity started flaring up because she was like, huh? Who are you calling a monster? And throws her freaking club at them. And look how foul they are for this. They pulled their boy into her club and made him go flying. They were like, here, hold this. How you just gonna do your boy dirty like that? That's my question. So they tell her about Luffy and where he is. So this woman decides to bust down the whole freaking wall like it was made of foam. And then swords started coming out of the walls. What is happening? And all Luffy is doing is just standing there with this blank stare. I swear, it's like he's looking directly into your soul while simultaneously looking at nothing at all. So Alvida asks Koby again, who is the most beautiful woman on the seas? And out of nowhere, Luffy throws out a roast drop kick and says, hey, Koby, who is this hungry hippo looking lady? Had everybody shook. I'm on my back cackling because I already know what's about to happen next. Alvida is one of those social justice warriors you see on the internet, and she's like, how dare you body shame me? Get canceled. But Luffy said he dodges those, grabs Koby, and jumps up to the deck of the ship right in front of all the other pirates, and then he smiles. Yeah, you might as well just go ahead and say, all you guys are trash, because that's what that smile just said to them. And they all try to attack Luffy, but he got their moves. He matrix dodges the first guy's attack, and then just like how a doorstop moves, headbutts the second guy to the ground. Another tries to attack him from behind, but he spins with a quickness and knocks him out. 4 more come at the same time, but Luffy just jumps out of the way and taunts them again. Yo, I swear I'm getting flashbacks of Timo with this guy. Next, this other pirate gets the bright idea to take it high risk and jump off the top rope, but I swear Luffy must have spider senses or something because your boy didn't even look at him. He just sidesteps his attack, and this next part took me out. Luffy palms this man's head like a basketball, and look at his face. He's thinking, ain't no way I'm getting disrespected like this, and then launches him into the other pirates. But those pirates are like roaches though. You see one, next thing you know, there's like 20 of them. And Luffy nopes the fuck out of there and starts running. Then he grabs this post, and I'm thinking he's about to do some epic parkour pole dance swing kick. But no, this dude keeps running, still grabbing onto the post. His arm has stretched like 30 feet, and I'm sitting there like, huh? The other pirates are saying the same thing. They can't believe what they're seeing either. And then Luffy just turns his head and says, gotcha, bitch. And with the move aptly named Gomu Gomu no Rocketo, he shoulder charges right through all of the pirates. God dang, sign this dude up for the next NFL draft. I guarantee you he'll get you to the Super Bowl that same year. Oh my goodness. And while Luffy is admiring the destruction he caused, here comes the big bad Alvida towering over them, looking all menacing. And Koby's like, Luffy, we need to run. This is Alvida-sama we're talking about right now. And then Luffy gives him that piercing to your soul look again. If this kid don't get the fuck out my face saying run, what I look like running? And that look must have awoken something deep in Koby because your boy snapped off at Alvida. Leave us alone, you old hippo looking hag. That's why your feet smell like you stomped elephant poop like you're trying to make wine. Oh, that tickled Luffy. What absolutely pissed off Alvida. She instantly goes to attack Koby, but Luffy gets in the way and eats it, and this man is still smiling. Like, huh? Why are you still smiling for? Bro, you just got a whole mace to the head and you're smiling? So then he knocks the club away and swings his arm back far. And when I say far, I mean far. He wanted maximum tension with this next attack. And guess what he calls this next move? He calls it Gomu Gomu no Pistola, and gut gut check, sir. Nah, you can't even call that a gut check. That's more like a gut wreck, bro. And he sends her flying off like Team Rocket. Yes, Koby. Yes, I 100% agree with you. What am I watching? This is absolutely ridiculous. And that's just the first episode. He's already ruining people's days. But these next few events are kind of what sealed the deal for me, that Luffy is going to be an absolute menace for no reason in this show. And all this happens when they get to the next village. So before they get to that next village, I need you to pistol that like button, all right? Okay, so they get to the next town and they're looking for this guy named Pirate Hunter Zoro. And apparently this is one bad man. Koby was describing this dude as like some kind of demon going around slaughtering pirates and putting the fear of death into anyone he comes across. I mean, look at this. All Luffy had to do was say his name and this whole town jumped back in fear. Why is Luffy looking for this man? Never mind. This dude has a screw loose. That was a dumb question. They find him, but he's tied up to this wooden post like he's Jesus Christ himself. And god dang, if this dude Zoro ain't cold as ice. Your boy sees them out on the wall talking, and while he's out there tied up in this blazing sun baking, he says, "You're an eyesore. Get lost."
God damn, man, that was cool as ice.
Who is this man? Who is this man? Like, what? He's tied up on a freaking pole and can't move. I could literally tickle this dude right now, and he couldn't do anything about it. And he tells someone to get lost. I mean, I'm gonna do it, because are you gonna mess with him? I'm not gonna mess with him. Then this random ass little girl hops up on a ladder, hops down the wall, and runs over to this man to hand him some rice balls. Well, okay then. I just lost a game of chicken to a 5-year-old, but she's not the only random that popped up either. Some dude in a Cat Williams suit that looks like he just cut out part of a giant lemon and placed it on his head came walking up with 2 soldiers from the Navy talking smack to Zoro. How does that feel, Zoro? I just left the office and that air conditioning was amazing. And then this rude, disrespectful, lemon-headed, I can fit my finger between my chin cheeks, waste of space, sees the rice balls that this little girl made and just snatches one up and munches on it. And then he says, "Ugh, this is disgusting." So he knocks the other one out of her hand and stomps it. And after he finishes stomping it, he orders one of the Navy soldiers to yeet this girl over the wall. Not to squat her like a normal human being would. He orders him to yeet her across the wall. And then he just walks away laughing. Oh nah. Man, I hope somebody curb stomp all the lemon juice out this man's head and give it to this little girl for her next lemonade stand. Cause that right there was just foul. And bro, that's not all. The level of entitlement this man has is literally insane. We're gonna take a little flashback right quick, right? He's the reason Zoro's tied up here. This dude decides to prance a whole ass aggressive dire wolf around town to flex and terrorize people. This thing went into the bar and started munching on other people's foods. And look at him. They're probably all scared thinking, oh my god, thank god it's only my food. And then again, this brave little girl steps up and tries to shoo away this dire wolf with a broom. But again, it's a freaking wolf and this is a little girl. This thing tries to attack her. But someone from the crowd throws a chair and smacks but someone from the crowd throws a whole ass chair and smacks this thing in the face. And look at this. And it's that man Zoro just chilling there at the bar like nothing happened, munching. And Lemonhead starts screaming, "Why'd you throw a chair at my poor doggy?" And all Zoro says is, "Quiet, let me eat in peace." So Lemonhead immediately attacks him because he said, "I'm not taking that shit." But Zoro dodges, kicks the sword into the ceiling, and decks him so hard in the face he flew into the bar, literally knocking the snot out of him. And Zoro stands over here and gives him a look of utter disdain and says, "I told you, just let me eat in peace. Now look at you, on the ground, pissing yourself."
Now pick up my goddamn money.
But then this smug son of a gun says, "Do you know who my father is, right? He's the Navy captain of this area, you know? You know, the Navy, the authority figures of this world? Yeah, that Navy. I can have you and your little girl executed. Now, if you let me tie you up for 30 days.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
We can forget about all of this." Bro, ain't no way this man on some kinky shit. Your boy said, "You gonna go into my dungeon." And then Zoro agrees. He gives up and let Lemonhead tie him up. Now he's posted up out there for 30 days with no food, no water, letting this dude beat on him. Bro, that's tragic. Bro, that is tragic. But this next part right here was just way too perfect. So Lemonhead went to that same bar from earlier acting all high and mighty. That Zoro loser really believes that he can make it all 30 days? Sucks for him. I'm executing meeting him tomorrow. Oh nah. See, Luffy was right there when he said that, so it immediately sets him off and he runs and clocks Lemonhead right in the cheek. The same exact cheek Zoro just smashed earlier. Let's go. That's what you get. I'm happy that happened. But get you your Lemonhead, your chicken strips, and your crew. So of course, this Lemonhead dude is a pansy, so he runs crying to his dad, and now we get to finally see this infamous Navy captain. Captain Morgans is his name, and yes, I say infamous because this guy instills just as much fear as Zoro does. Just like they did with him when they mentioned his name in the middle of the town, everybody jumped back in fear. What is happening? Who is this man? I'll tell you who this man is. The ego on this dude is massive. The very first thing we hear this man say is, I am great. You see this cigar in my mouth? You see me looking out of this window all menacing like, all cool like? Yes, I am great. This man's ego is so twisted. He punched his own kid in the face, even though he didn't deserve it, pulled him up close, and pretty much told him that he's worthless, that the only great one is him, and that he shouldn't be using his name for anything. He even told his son that he should have killed that little girl earlier. Then he orders one of his other men to do it. And then when they refuse to murder a little girl like a normal, decent human being would, he murderized the soldier. This man is insane. Oh, and it doesn't end there. This man had a whole statue of himself made. And then when one of his men digs it, he threatens to kill them. Your boy said, this statue is more important than your life. You break it, I break you. What? What? There ain't no way. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. And while this is going on, Luffy is trying to find a way into the base because he told Zoro, hey, listen, I'm gonna find your swords. If you want them back, you have to join my crew. You have no choice in the matter. What, Luffy? You can't just do that. So he says, fuck it, and rockets himself to the roof. But he overshoots himself, so he grabs onto the statue that they're trying to put up, but knocks it over and breaks it in half. And then that half slams down into the ground and gets shattered. Now that is hilarious. That is what you get, Morgans, for being so arrogant. A random Luffy coming out of nowhere being a menace. But your boy Luffy ain't done there with his shenanigans. He sees Lemonhead and then kidnap him to take him to Zoro's swords. Some guards try to stop him, but he uses Lemonhead as a human shield and says, hey, if you don't mind shooting him, go right ahead. Bruh, I'm telling you, Luffy is a menace. And while all this is happening, Captain Morgan sees Koby trying to untie Zoro, so he goes down there to stop him. So now Koby and Zoro is facing a whole firing squad. Luffy sees this out of the window, so this dude rockets himself down there at the same time they fire, and all the bullets hit Luffy. But instead of turning this man into Swiss cheese, they don't even pierce him. His body literally catches them and bounces them back, nearly headshotting Captain Morgan's. Oh, your boy is immune to bullets. Your boy is immune to bullets. He's just turned into a porcupine and reflected bullets. Bro, what is this show, man? And this part also took me out, bro. I swear, I'm telling you, this Luffy dude is a menace. Your boy looks at Zoro and says, hey, by the way, they're planning on executing you. So you got two choices. Join my crew or die. What you gonna choose?
You're a victim.
Come on, man. Like that's even a choice now. But once those soldiers get out of their stun duration, they have the bright idea, say, hey, since guns don't work, we're gonna use swords. So they all attack, and when they're inches away from slicing into everybody, Zoro gets loose and blocks every single one of their attacks. This guy has a sword in his mouth, and he's using it. Yo, that is cool. And another cool as ice moment from Zoro. All this dude says is, if you move, if you even breathe wrong, I'll dice you up into pieces. God dog, this dude's cool as ice. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. I'm probably gonna simp for this guy in the future because holy shit, this dude is a Chad. And while Zoro's blocking these dude, Luffy tags in and gomo gomo no whipper and kicks all of the soldiers to the sides, got them flying in a heap. And now they're scared, talking about they're too strong. We couldn't even fight Zoro alone. And then Captain Morgan just looks down at them and says, all of you that just complained, go ahead and self-delete. Holy shit, I'm sorry, Jesus. And the next thing you see is Luffy just booking it, charging at Captain Morgan's, and uh-oh, here we go. This match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, he is a young upstart pirate hailing from the East Blue, Monkey D. Luffy. And his opponent, coming in at a staggering height of 9 feet 6 inches, he is the captain of Showdown Marine Base, Captain Axe and Morgan. hands. Oh yeah, I didn't say it, but this dude has a whole axe for a hand. Bro, you can't make this shit up. Luffy's punch gets blocked and Morgan slashes, but Luffy jumps over him. But Morgan doesn't waste a single second. He grabs his elbow handle. Elbow handle? A freaking elbow handle? Okay, like, come on, man. Do I even need to say it? And slashes down so hard he cracks the ground. But Luffy jumps again and whiff punishes him with a drop kick straight to the face. Got this man getting up, hitting the Spider-Man pose. Luffy charges in again, so Captain Morgan tries to overhead slash down again. But Luffy does this crazy horizontal corkscrew dodge and kicks him in the face. Luffy then grabs him by the collar and just starts punching him. You piss poor Marine. You're not great. Accent is useless. Your face is dumb. Hey, stop punching my dad right now. You see this? You see this? I have a gun pointed to his head. And Luffy just stops hitting Morgan's and smiles. That goddamn smile of his. So Koby blurts out not to worry about him. So Luffy is like, well, you hear that, lemon butt? That means I get to punch you. But then Captain Morgan stands up and is about to chop down Luffy, but Luffy doesn't even flinch or turn around. They both attack at the same time, and Luffy knocks out Lemonhead, but Morgan's attack stopped right above Luffy's head, and now it looks like he's straining to take a poo. And then his eyes roll back into the back of his head, and we see Zoro posing right behind him as he passes out. God dang, this show is so cool. This is only the first 3 episodes, and Luffy already ruined a whole pirate crew and ruined a whole marine base. This show is absolutely ridiculous.